The year was 2015. I had no idea what I was doing when it came to recording music at all. I had a little laptop, I had a microphone and an interface, and I knew how to play the guitar and sing a few songs, and that was about the extent of my skills. I scoured the internet looking for anything that I could find to help me get better sounding mixes. I couldn't afford analog gear, I couldn't afford all of these fancy plugins, but I did have a laptop, a microphone, and an interface, and a drive to get good sounding music. There is a lot of junk on the internet, but there are a few things that really stuck out to me, and once I realized what those were, that exact same setup that I had started to get me really good sounding music to where other people were paying me to record them. So what changed? It was the knowledge of how to use what I had. And there are a few things that I learned that really helped shape the way I make music today. And I'm gonna show you one of these secrets today. If this is your first time here, I'm Andrew Barth, Producing in the Box, where I teach you how to make incredible sounding music without analog gear. I think you're better off without it. So what is this one thing? This one thing is called mixing in mono. If you don't know what that is essentially taking your stereo image, your stereo field. You have a left speaker and a right speaker, or a left driver and a right driver on your headphones, and you are pushing everything to the middle. So instead of things being in the left and the right ear, now everything is pushed to the middle. This seems like a really simple tactic, and if you have heard of it before, I'm sure you've heard about it 1,000 times, and I didn't realize how powerful it was until I started to use it myself. I like to think of it as doors. If you have a door and 100 people in a room, and you try to get everybody through one door, it's going to be a mess. But if you can get everybody to line up nice and neat and walk through that one door, now you've given yourself headroom. And if you open up a second door, you've given yourself twice the amount of headroom. This is what mixing in mono does. We are basically taking all of the audio files and making sure that everything is stacked nice and neat on top of one another, and then we push things into the stereo field, and it gives us so much headroom. If you are enjoying this video so far, you are definitely going to love my ultimate guide to recording vocals at home. It's completely free. You can just scroll down right now, click the top link in the description, and it'll be sent immediately to your inbox. This is a complete guide to recording vocals at home. I show you step by step of how to get great sounding recordings anywhere in your house, even in your bathroom. So if that's something you want, scroll down right now and click the top link in the description, and it will be sent immediately to your inbox, and you can start recording incredible sounding vocals immediately. So now let's jump on into the DAW, and I'll actually show you how this whole concept works. So here I have a metal track that sounds like this. So the first thing I will do on a mix like this is I will pull up all of my faders here, and I will go to the master bus. Now in Studio One, there is a channel mode where you can just switch that right to mono, but you guys won't be able to hear that because I'm using this plugin to send it to my recording software. So I'm just gonna use this dual pan plugin, which does essentially the same thing. What I'm asking it to do is to take the width and bring it right up to the center. So when I allow this, everything is going to the center. Now, you're not going to be able to hear the difference with my voice because my voice is a mono signal. So what I will do is I'll take this plugin, I will turn it on, and I will start mixing. So let's take a listen to the mix. Now we'll turn the plugin off. And see how it just opened up the stereo field? This can kind of be frustrating when you're mixing sometimes, but what it does is it pushes everything to the center, and it allows you to actually hear how things are stacking up amongst one another. Now this mix is sounding really good in mono, so we really don't have to worry about it, but I had also mixed this in mono and checked it before I went and did anything else. This also is a really great tool to make sure that you're not having any phasing issues. You can check drums and everything else like that by checking them in mono to make sure you're not having any phasing issues, especially if you recorded them live. This is almost a must to make sure that you're doing this properly. This trick is just one of many that I've learned over the past several years in my pursuit of creating incredible sounding music. There are a lot of other things to do to get great sounding mixes. And if you want to know more, you can just click this video right here. In that video, I show you what pro producers know that noob beginner producers don't. So if you want to know more about that, you can just click that video there and watch it now. I will see you over there. And now, as always, go create.